What is going on, everybody? Hope all of you are doing well. I want to welcome you guys to a brand new video. So we're going to be taking a closer look at my Vestron video collectors series. I don't have all of the releases. I do want to eventually get this up to date. I don't know what's been going on with them. There hasn't been any new titles announced. I know they've been like re-releasing older titles to, to a steelbook casing. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Maybe they're just trying to get approval for certain movies. I'm hoping maybe we'll finally get that Fright Night Part 2. Who knows? But I just wanted to throw it out there that I don't have every title. We're going to at least take a closer look at the ones I do have. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're starting off with The Gate. This is spy number 8, which I do like the fact that we get, spy numbers. And some decent features. We get audio commentaries. We get isolated score selection, and then a bunch of featurettes, teaser trailer, behind the scenes still gallery, TV spots, and things like that. So really, really cool. And then same artwork as the slipcover. They don't do any of, like the reversible artwork or anything like that. And then here is our disc. So The Gate is one of my all-time faves. I absolutely love this movie. It's not like your typical horror film. It's almost like kid-friendly in some way, but still, it's still a horror film. But there's some pretty gruesome scenes. But it's very toned down. It's not going to be like your over-the-top gore type of horror film. Next, we have the Wishmaster collection. Man, I can't speak today. This is spy number 9. So really cool that we were able to get every single Wishmaster film in one set. And the only minor complaint with a lot of these collections is that the disc art is the same. That's the only downfall. And it's a 3-disc set. And I don't like the fact that they don't even tell you what film is on what disc. It just tells you the Wishmaster collection, and then the same thing but disc 2 and disc 3. That's the only minor complaint with the collection sets that we get through Vestron. So, but all in all, I still like the fact that we're able to get some cool sets. Next, we have the Warlock collection. This is spy number 11. And before I forget, I completely forgot about the special features. So for Wishmaster, we get audio commentary, isolated score section, audio interview, and a bunch of featurettes, TV spots, and things like that. For Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies, we get audio commentary, a trailer, and still gallery. For Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell, we get audio commentary and a making of vintage featurette, and then the trailer. And then Wishmaster, The Prophecy Fulfilled, we get audio commentary, and then we get a featurette called The Wishmasterpiece Theater, I don't know. I'm sure I'm butchering that. And then, of course, the trailer. So that's it on features. Pretty decent, but not a whole lot for the sequels. Let's continue on with the Warlock collection. For features, for the first film, we get audio commentary, interviews, a bunch of vintage featurettes and interviews, a theatrical trailer, video trailer, TV spots. For Warlock 2, the Armageddon, we get audio commentary, more vintage, making of, we get behind the scenes footage, extended vintage interview segments, and of course TV spots, theatrical trailer. And then for Warlock 3, the End of Innocence, we get the behind the scenes footage, a vintage interview segment, and then of course, you know, the trailer. We get a video sales promo, which is pretty cool. So not bad in the way of features. And then this is a 2-disc set. So you have, I'm sure, one movie on one disc and the other two on the other. Which I can get, you know, kind of being a little bit cheaper on the packaging, but for the price, I don't think it's worth it. That's just me personally. So, and I did show you guys the spine and back. If I didn't, actually, let's do it. Let's do it just in case. I'm sure I did, but you know, just to be on the safe side. Next is Shivers. I'm not 100% sure what spine number this is. I believe it is no, not 18. Is it 18? I believe it's 18. But it's a David Cronenberg film. Man, I'm getting all over the place here. And then this is the J card. And then the back, which is pretty cool. And then we open it up, and that is what it looks like. I like the fact that you get that artwork. Pretty cool, to say the least. I thought about getting the just standard release for Shivers and then having it uniformed. I might do that, but I couldn't pass up the steelbook. I just thought it looked nice, and I didn't have the film. So for features, we get audio commentary, interviews, still gallery, theatrical trailer, and that's pretty much it. Just mostly interviews and commentary, so not too bad. Next, we have Little Monsters. This is spine number 19. And for this, we get audio commentary, we get an isolated score selection and audio interview, and then we get interviews and a vintage interview with like Fred Savage, Ben Savage, special makeup effects creator, behind the scene footage, vintage footage, and yeah, some pretty cool stuff. We also get a vintage EPK and VHS promo. So, excuse me. I do like the fact that they're putting a lot of vintage features from other releases or like TV specials and stuff like that onto these releases. I think that's what really makes it a little more unique compared to other boutique labels and their features, that we're getting a lot of older vintage stuff that we don't necessarily get on other releases. So I think it's pretty cool that they went out of the way to do that. And I still think it would have been cool to giving us some, you know, reversible artwork, to give us like the old, you know, original poster style. That would have been pretty cool. But you know what? I'm just glad we're able to get the film itself on Blu-ray. Little Monsters was definitely a surprise for everybody, and was a film that I think a lot of us wanted. It was a film I grew up with. It's like one of those forgotten hidden gems of like childhood movies, where to some people they've never seen it and they don't know what you're talking about, but there are others that are like, oh yeah, Little Monsters, such a classic. And for the longest time the DVD would come and then it went out of print, so to finally have the movie on Blu-ray is just absolutely amazing. But the downfall, there is issues with it. Apparently the transfer to that is not that great. I don't know if it just depends on the size of the TV, but when I first watched it, it does look good. There are moments that really look good, but at the same time, you can definitely tell it wasn't as cleaned up as it should have. Maybe there was an issue with the negative, I don't know, but I felt like it could have been done slightly a little bit better, but nonetheless, we have it on Blu-ray, so we can't complain too much. Next is The Wraith. This is spine number 20. This was definitely one I think everybody wanted alongside Little Monster to be released. for features, audio commentary, interviews, and a featurette. It's the Wraith filming location, Then and Now. I love those filming locations. Sean Clark, he's big into, I believe it's Sean Clark, he's big into the horror community, does a lot of convention stuff. He does his Hallowed Grounds, where he goes to filming locations. It's pretty cool, so I always like the stuff that he does, and a lot of those have been have been special features on a lot of the Scream Factory stuff. I have yet to check out this feature. I don't know if it's him on this, if it's one of his episodes on the Wraith. He might have done the Wraith, I don't know, but I do need to check to see if it's him or if it's somebody else. And then you get an alternate title sequence, and yeah, pretty much TV spot. I'm not going to go too much into that, but yeah, really glad that this movie got the Blu-ray treatment. For the longest time, it pretty much had a foreign release that you could get. So to have, two of the most anticipated, I would say, films that have a Blu-ray release, The Wraith and Little Monsters, to see them come full circle, I think was pretty awesome. The Wraith is just a really great sci-fi, I would say sci-fi horror, sci-fi thriller, it depends on how you feel about it, but I'm just glad it got the treatment that it deserves, I feel. Next is Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat. This is Spine number 21. This is a really fun movie. It's more of a comedy horror, and it has some gory moments. But it's got a great cast. I mean, we have the likes of David Carradine, Bruce Campbell, Maxwell Caulfield. At least those are the three names I know of. Audio commentary and some interviews. So there's a pretty decent amount of stuff. This is an entertaining film. I would highly recommend for those who may have not seen it to give it a watch. And there's a few other recognizable faces, like, what is his name? Is it on here? I don't think it's going to be. Yeah, M. Emmett Walsh, who sadly passed away last year or 2023. He's in this. His character's pretty funny at the beginning. So yeah, highly recommend this movie. It was a lot, but I was kind of skeptical because it was a blind buy for me and I didn't know what to expect. But I actually really enjoyed it. It was a lot better than expected, as I stated. Next we have Candyman, Day of the Dead. This is Spine number 24. This is the third installment of the Candyman franchise. And it's great to see that the Candyman films got special treatment. This one got Vestron, and the second one got a Scream Factory. The first movie got a Scream Factory and an Arrow video release, so not bad. Interviews and audio commentary. We get an English and German trailer, home video promo, home video trailer, so not bad. I like the artwork for this. This is probably my favorite when it comes to the artwork, because it almost looks like, out of all the other ones, they really put an effort into this one. I mean, they did with the others, but this one really just stands out a little bit more, in my personal opinion. I have yet to watch this one, only because I still need to pick up the second movie, and then I want to do a trilogy, a trilogy watch, so very happy to pick that one up. Next is Dream a Little Dream. This is Spine number 25. I'm really hoping that we get the sequel to get a Vestron Blu-ray. I don't know if it's under that label, but I do hope we do get it. This includes audio commentary, interviews, theatrical trailer, TV spot, and still gallery. I would like to see a lot of the Corey Haim, Corey Feldman films get, some type of better treatment, whether that's Blu-ray or even DVD. I'd be fine with that. And I don't know why my voice is getting all raspy. I do apologize for that. I swear, every time I do a video, something never wants to go the way I want it to. Next is Earth Girls Are Easy. This is spine number 27. When this was announced, I knew right away I had to get it. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite films from the 80s. It came out late 80s. Yeah, 88. Great cast. I mean, Gina Davis, Jeff Goldblum. Of course, they worked on The Fly together back in 86. And you got Damon Wayans. You've got Jim Carrey in early roles in their careers. Actually, this would be before, I think, In Living Color. So, yeah, just a very fun and entertaining movie. And Julie Brown is actually going to be at the pop culture convention that we got called Pentacon. I was about to say comic book convention, but it's a pop culture. We have it like every February or March, and she's going to be there. It's actually, I think, happening this weekend. She's actually a co-writer of this movie. But yeah, this movie's just really fun and entertaining. The father from Hocus Pocus is in this. Unfortunately, he has sadly passed away. He basically did something to himself, which is unfortunate. I think he was a great actor. I think a lot of the movies he did I thought were really good. So I don't know what he was dealing with, but it's really sad. You get the disc right there. This one, I really wish they would have gave reversible artwork. I do like this artwork, but I also like the original as well. So, but nonetheless, just very happy. Like, I would say my top 3 favorite releases for this entire line would have to be Little Monster, Earth Girls Are Easy, Wishmaster. Well, I'd say 4, top 4. Wishmaster, and man, what was the other one? The Wraith is another one. The Gate, I guess. So I guess there's more than 3, about 4 or 5 of them. Next is Silent Night, Deadly Night Collection. This is spine number 28. This includes Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toymaker. Now, I do have the first 2 movies on Blu-ray. They are Scream Factory. So, this is one of those other franchises that I don't think will ever get a full series box set. But I do feel like a lot of these studios need to come together, because if they can do it with the Halloween set and the Friday the 13th set and know they'll make money, I don't see why companies can't work together to release something really and truly amazing. And just like the Wishmaster and the Warlock collection, same artwork. One's gonna say disc 2, disc 3 to let you know which discs are which. That's just the only downfall. Next is the Dentist collection. This is spine number 29. This includes The Dentist and The Dentist 2. And I completely forgot to mention the features for a few of them. It's basically, they're all the same in some way. You're going to get interviews, vintage featurettes, maybe a little updated featurette, and you know, of course, commentary. I think every release has a commentary of some sort. So yeah, you are going to get pretty much the same in some capacity. Some will have more features, others might have a little less. So I just wanted to point that out, since apparently I can't get this video to go exactly the way I want it to. So I do apologize. And then this is a 2-disc set. So not bad there. they got to definitely keep going with these sets. I think it's really great that we can get a full set, you know, in some capacity. And then we have My Best Friend is a Vampire. This is spine number 30. This one I bought used. All of them I bought brand new. This is the only one I actually ended up buying used. And I do need to pick up the rest so I can complete the collection. There's the disc. So again, like I said, this has audio commentary, interviews, you know, they got the trailer, you know, pretty much all the features are going to be the same in some capacity as I mentioned before. So yeah, so there you have it. So that is a closer look at my Vestron Collector's Series Blu-ray collection. Some pretty great titles. I try to slowly, you know, complete it when I can, you know, get the titles for a pretty good price. I think the next 3 are the cheapest, which are the Patrick Swayze movie, which is what, Red Steel or something like that, or Dawn Steel or Steel Dawn, I don't know exactly, but I know that one's a cheaper one. Extreme Prejudice, that one I believe is a cheaper one. And then what's the other one I'm thinking of? I have the slipcover because I thought the film I had, because I used to have the film, it was the one, I think it came out like right after Little Monsters. It's something 13 or something like that, or I can't remember exactly. Do I have the slipcover for it? Maybe I got rid of it. No, I didn't. Dementia 13. So yeah, Dementia 13 is another one I need to pick up, and I know that one's on the cheaper side. So there's at least 3, and then Blue Steel, and then get the rest. So Waxwork 1 and 2, Chopping Mall, Blood Diner, Return of the Living Dead 3. I mean, there's just so many, you know, releases. So in due time, but if you've seen any of these movies, I would love to hear your guys' opinion down in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. And I do apologize for this video being a little all over the place. Did not go the way I had planned it. But you know what? It's better than not doing a video at all. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, we'll talk films. You guys have a good one. Take care. We'll see you next time.